Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There isn't one. Life is happening right now, in this breath, in this second. If you can't find happiness here, you won't find it anywhere else. We spend years chasing a future version of joy, a day when everything will be right, the bills will be paid, the stress will be gone, and the stars will finally align. But that day never comes. The only time you can own is now. If you don't learn to enjoy this moment, you'll blink, and your life will be gone, spent waiting for a happiness that was always within reach. So laugh at something silly. Smile at the little wins. Breathe and be grateful you're alive, because one day you'll wish you had lived more instead of waiting for life to start. Life doesn't knock politely on your door and say, "I'm ready now, you may begin." It flows, it moves, it changes, whether you are ready or not. Every sunrise is a reminder that you don't get yesterday back. Every heartbeat is a reminder that you're not promised tomorrow. Yet too many of us act like life is a rehearsal, as if the real show starts later. We keep telling ourselves, when I have more money, I'll enjoy myself. When I have more time, I'll slow down. When things calm down, I'll be happy. Things never calm down. You just get older, and one day you'll realize the seasons passed, the people you love aged, and the moments you could have cherished slipped away while you were waiting for someday. That someday is a thief. It steals today right out of your hands. If you look closely, happiness isn't some grand event that comes wrapped in gold. It's in the way sunlight spills across your table in the morning. It's in the way a friend laughs at your joke. It's in the quiet satisfaction of finishing something you started. It's in the food on your plate, the roof over your head, the air in your lungs. But we overlook it. We think life is measured only by the big things, the promotions, the achievements, the milestones. And while those moments are beautiful, they are rare. If you depend on them for your joy, you'll be happy only a few times in your entire life. You must learn to make peace with the ordinary days, to see magic in the small moments. Because when you do, your life stops feeling like a constant chase and starts feeling like a blessing. Think about this. What if today is as good as it gets? Not because things won't get better, but because this moment has a kind of beauty you will never get back once it's gone. When you were a child, you didn't wait for a perfect reason to be happy. You found joy in a puddle, in a butterfly, in a game you made up on the spot. That ability to be present is still inside you. It's just been buried under layers of worry, ambition, and noise. And the danger is, if you keep waiting for your life to be perfect before you enjoy it, you will spend your entire existence waiting.
So this 4-day immersive experience is kind of like the world's most precise brain reconditioning.
You will spend your entire existence waiting. So, maybe the secret isn't to wait for a better moment. Maybe the secret is to see that this is the better moment. Right now, this breath, this heartbeat, this day is your chance to live. And if you miss it, you don't get a replay. The myth of someday. We've all whispered it to ourselves at some point. Someday I'll slow down. Someday I'll enjoy life. Someday I'll finally be happy. But that someday is a ghost. It lives just out of reach, always waiting for the next achievement, the next paycheck, the next season of life to arrive, and as you keep chasing it, your days silently slip away. The problem is, life is not stored up in the future, it's lived in the present. You can't put happiness in a savings account and withdraw it later. Every single moment you postpone joy, you're robbing yourself of the only real wealth you will ever have, time. Think about it. There are people who once had dreams of seeing another sunrise, who would give anything for the simple privilege of this day you're living right now. Yet here you are, breathing, able to walk, think, and choose. That is a treasure beyond all the riches you can hold in your hands. The truth is, joy isn't hiding in some far-off destination. It's scattered everywhere in your path. The smell of fresh rain, the laughter of a child, the quiet of the early morning before the world wakes up. But if you're too busy rushing toward someday, you'll miss them. When you realize that happiness is a decision you make in the middle of imperfect circumstances, you stop living for the weekend, for the promotion, for the next break in the clouds. You start living now, and the sooner you embrace this, the more life you'll truly live. The power of presence. Presence is more than just being here. It's fully arriving in the moment, mind, body, and spirit. Too many people are physically present but mentally scattered, replaying yesterday's regrets or fast-forwarding into tomorrow's worries. That's why they feel disconnected, restless, and unsatisfied, even when life seems fine. The extraordinary thing about presence is that it transforms even the most ordinary moments into something meaningful. When you eat, truly taste your food instead of scrolling on your phone. When you talk to someone, look into their eyes and actually listen, not just wait for your turn to speak. When you walk outside, notice the way the wind moves, the way light shifts through the trees. Presence slows life down, not because time changes, but because you start seeing it. The days no longer blur together because you're capturing the details most people overlook. And those details, they're the threads that make up the fabric of your life. People often chase big moments thinking that's where life happens, weddings, promotions, vacations. But in truth, your life is mostly made up of small, repeated moments. If you're absent for those, you've missed the bulk of your existence. Being present is also what allows gratitude to grow. You can't be thankful for what you never notice. And gratitude, in turn, fuels happiness, making your life richer without a single external change. You don't have to meditate for hours or live in a cabin in the woods to practice presence. You just have to stop treating the moment you're in as a stepping stone to the next one. This moment is the destination. This is it. Rewriting your definition of enough. One of the fastest ways to trap yourself in an ordinary life is to borrow someone else's definition of success. Most people never stop to ask themselves what enough actually looks like for them, so they chase endlessly, piling on more and more without ever feeling fulfilled. You see it everywhere. People upgrade houses, cars, and wardrobes, thinking the next thing will finally make them feel complete. But if your definition of enough keeps moving, you're not chasing success. You're running on a treadmill of emptiness. Extraordinary people are clear about their personal enough. That doesn't mean they settle for mediocrity. It means they have a compass. They know when they've crossed from growth into greed, from ambition into addiction. They understand that more isn't always better if it costs them peace, health, or relationships. Rewriting your definition of enough starts with asking, what would my life look like if I stopped trying to impress anyone? If social media didn't exist, what would I still care about achieving? What am I willing to sacrifice, and what am I not willing to sacrifice for my goals? Once you're honest about these answers, you stop chasing for the sake of chasing. You stop living in constant comparison mode. You begin to create a life that's deeply aligned with your values, instead of one that's just a mirror of society's noisy demands. When you live from a place of enough, you actually achieve more. Not because you're desperate, but because you're focused. You're no longer wasting your energy chasing approval or meaningless upgrades. Instead, every move you make is intentional, rooted in clarity, and aimed at building something that lasts. The courage to stand alone. Separating yourself from the ordinary often means walking a road where the crowd won't follow, and that's exactly why most people never do it. It's lonely. Human nature craves belonging, but belonging often comes at the cost of blending in. If you want to rise above, you have to develop the courage to stand apart. The world loves conformity. When you challenge norms, question traditions, or reject how things have always been done, you'll make people uncomfortable. Some will quietly distance themselves, others will criticize you openly, and if you're not prepared for that, you'll be tempted to shrink back into the safety of the ordinary. The extraordinary learn to be okay with solitude. They understand that silence is not absence. It's space. Space to think clearly, to plan strategically, to grow without interference. They don't need the constant approval of the crowd because they've built an internal compass that guides their steps.
Dad, What do you actually do at work?
Project management. Why?
I'm doing a career thing for school.
Compass that guides their steps. Standing alone doesn't mean you cut everyone off. It means you're selective about whose voices you allow in your head. You choose mentors over cheerleaders, truth tellers over comforters, and people who challenge you over those who simply agree. At first, walking alone feels like a loss, but over time, you realize it's actually freedom. No more bending your dreams to fit someone else's comfort zone. No more watering yourself down to avoid standing out. When you're willing to stand alone, you position yourself to lead, to innovate, and to set a standard others will eventually follow. The question is, will you be brave enough to walk forward when there's no applause? That's the true test of whether you're ready to leave the ordinary behind. Ruthless standards for yourself. The gap between ordinary and extraordinary is discipline, not talent, not luck. Discipline. And discipline is built on the standards you set for yourself when no one is watching. Most people live by the standards the world hands them. Minimum effort for a minimum reward. They're content to do enough to get by. But when you decide to separate yourself from the ordinary, good enough is no longer enough. You hold yourself to a standard so high that the average person thinks you're obsessed. You become your own toughest critic, not in a self-hating way, but in a self-respecting way. If you deliver something, it's not just done, it's done with excellence. If you promise yourself to wake up early, you're up before the alarm. If you commit to learning a skill, you master it, not just dabble in it. These ruthless standards are uncomfortable, yes, but they're also liberating. They eliminate the mental clutter of indecision. There's no debate about whether to work hard today. You simply do it because it's who you are. Ordinary people negotiate with their goals. Extraordinary people execute without bargaining. At first, these high standards will make people think you're overdoing it. They'll roll their eyes, call you too intense, or suggest you relax a little. But over time, the very same people will ask, how did you get there? Your standards will quietly become your separation. They will be the invisible line between those who talk about success and those who live it. And the moment you decide that your bare minimum will be higher than most people's best, you've already left the ordinary behind. Master the power of focus. The ordinary mind is scattered. It chases a dozen ideas, starts 100 projects, and finishes none. The extraordinary mind, on the other hand, is like a laser. It burns through distractions and channels all its energy into what truly matters. Focus is a superpower in a world addicted to noise. The ability to block out irrelevant opinions, pointless gossip, endless scrolling, and meaningless busyness will instantly set you apart. Most people think they're working hard, but they're just busy. Busy is the mask. Focused is the truth. When you master focus, you don't just work. You direct your work toward an exact outcome. Every action has a purpose. Every hour is allocated intentionally. Every decision is filtered through a simple question. Does this move me closer to my goal, or is it a distraction? Focus will cost you. You'll lose people who demand your attention for trivial matters. You'll give up short-term pleasures for long-term gain. You'll feel isolated at times because the world doesn't reward deep concentration. It rewards the loud, the constant, the reactive. But in the silence of focused work, you'll build results so undeniable they can't be ignored. Extraordinary people don't try to do everything. They do the right things without compromise. They're not interested in winning every battle, just the ones that matter. And while the ordinary scatter their energy like confetti, the extraordinary conserve theirs like gold. Mastering focus isn't about working harder than everyone else. It's about working clearer than everyone else. When your eyes are locked on the prize and your mind is free from clutter, you don't just move forward. You sprint past the crowd that's still wandering in circles. So, separating yourself from the ordinary isn't about some overnight transformation or a single big win. It's about the daily choices you make, the discipline you keep, and the standards you refuse to lower. It's about daring to think bigger, work deeper, and push further than the crowd ever will. Ordinary people settle for what's easy. Extraordinary people demand what's possible. If you've been listening closely, you already know the truth. You can't keep doing what everyone else is doing and expect a life that looks any different from theirs. The world will try to pull you back into comfort, into sameness, into mediocrity, but you don't have to accept that. You can stand taller, work smarter, and live with purpose. So, from this moment, stop blending in. Stop living at half speed. Step into your own lane, set your own pace, and let your results speak louder than any words could.
The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, is a global network marketing company with a presence across the globe. Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. From the beginning, Atomy has upheld its absolute quality, absolute price philosophy. This commitment is reflected in all its products, ranging through health supplements, beauty items, lifestyle goods, food, and appliances. With cumulative sales exceeding £1.5 billion, HemoHim has become Korea's leading health supplement in export volume. Developed as a part of a national project by the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute, HemoHim has secured 28 international patents as a single product. In 2024, it became the first in Korea to achieve dual functionality for immune enhancement and fatigue improvement, setting an unparalleled benchmark in the history of health supplements. Another flagship product, Absolute Cell Active Skincare, has surpassed cumulative sales of £500 million. On top of receiving the King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office for the first time in the cosmetics industry, Absolute Cell Active Skincare was selected as world-class product for next generation by Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy. Atomy places customers at the heart of all business operations, a commitment recognized with 3 consecutive certifications for consumer-centric management, an achievement unmatched in the industry. Since opening its US branch in 2010, Atomy has expanded to 27 branches, including Asia, South America, Oceania, and Europe. Today, Atomy is emerging as a global distribution hub, connecting producers and consumers worldwide. Atomy's products have proven their popularity in global markets, ranking first in health supplement and OTC healthcare product exports. Following the $300 million Export Tower Award, Atomy is on track to achieve cumulative exports of $2 billion by 2025. After launching its EU branch, Atomy is now planning further expansions, focusing on Africa, Central and South America, and other emerging markets. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing, Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's success system, directly managed by the company, empowers anyone to succeed, regardless of their individual abilities. This unique system is the driving force behind Atomy's differentiated and sustained growth. Through both online and offline platforms, Atomy Success Seminars vividly deliver its vision to members across the globe. By integrating business and culture, these seminars present a global success system that transcends the boundaries of time and space. In addition, Atomy operates the ACTS project to nurture global leaders and enhance their capabilities. The company has also opened the Songnisang Forest, reimagined as a hub for the Atomy brand experience, demonstrating its unwavering commitment to supporting members on their path to success. Now Atomy goes one step further. We are preparing A-Care, a wellness solution that curates your whole life beyond your physical health. Realize a balanced life through customized management based on data and AI. To achieve absolute quality and absolute price, and to ensure commitment to quality from its partners, Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Atomy is implementing various policies to ensure sustainable coexistence with the Earth. The company promotes resource recycling and environmental restoration through product renewals aimed at zero plastic initiatives, increasing the use of biodegradable plastics and eco-friendly materials, and introducing smart packaging solutions. Atomy's contributions surpass not only its industry and the distribution sector, but also stand at the top level nationally. Over the past 3 years, the company's donation percentage relative to the revenue has been 30 times that of the distribution industry, ranking first among Korea's top 500 companies. As a result, it has earned various government awards and certifications, including the Government Award for Sustainable Management, Good Donor Award, Family Friendly Company, and Great Place to Work Asia. Atomy's culture of sharing has expanded beyond Korea, reaching a global scale. Together with its members, partner companies, and employees, the company actively participates in social contribution activities around the world. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Okay, what a pleasure. What a privilege to be able to welcome, to encourage, to edify all those who come to the Momentum Morning Show on a Monday morning. Don't know if Dr. Lord is available or if Valerie is available, but any of our leaders this morning to do us the honors, please.
Grand Rising,
Happy
everyone. This is
Grand
Antoinette
Rising.
speaking. Good morning, Grand
Good
Rising.
morning.
God woke us up this morning. Thank the Lord. And good to be here. If anyone here is new, we welcome you, especially to unmute yourself and tell us who you are and who invited you. We're here to motivate one another, to educate. And Atomy is a great opportunity for health and wealth, and seeds the opportunities. What I want to encourage everyone to do each day that we have is a gift, and we should use it productively. Thank you for listening, and I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, Dr. Antoinette. And yes, if you are here, it might be your first time. I don't know, maybe a second time, maybe the third time, and you've never really expressed yourself on the Momentum Morning Wellness Show. Here is your opportunity. We invite you to unmute and to unmute down to the base, the bottom of your screen on most devices. Kind of off to the left, you see an icon that resembles that of a microphone. You tap it ever so gently, signaling your intention to unmute, and you introduce yourself. You tell us your name, your journey, who invited you, perhaps. And when you're done, you tap that microphone again and you mute yourself. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Dr. Lloyd, for doing us the honors. We really, really want you to be comfortable here, to feel welcome. Yes, we take wellness to a whole new level. We talk about the supplements, we talk about the lifestyle, and we talk about self improvement. We talk about everything. Yeah, as long as it's positive and uplifting, whatsoever things are of good report, whatsoever things are lovely, beautiful, true, if there is any virtue, if there is any praise. Yes, we think about these things, we talk about these things. So let's unmute and let's talk. It's interaction time. It's Freestyle Mondays. Okay, we take a minute, we wait on you. If you're here for the first time, please let us know who invited you.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Good morning,
I'm
everyone.
rising. Good morning, my brother. Good morning.
I wanted to inquire about the best way of taking noni and hemohim. I heard you mention mixing it with water. I was wondering, what is the advantage of mixing it with water as opposed to just ingesting it straight from the sachet? Maybe you can enlighten me. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you came out and said what you just said, because I would never, ever, ever recommend drinking your noni, your fermented noni with water. I don't think so. So I think you misheard. But what I will say, uh, Ted, and to those of us who are listening, uh, you want to take your hemohim first. I highly recommend that when we break the fast, we take the hemohim and we allow 30, 40, 45 minutes, better yet an hour, just to that gap, and then you take your fermented noni. Well, that's been my personal habit, and I think there is value to to say it like you don't want to. There's a thing called bioabsorption. I don't know what Dr. Lloyd will say about this, but you want the hemohim to have its full effect, and then you want the noni, 22 benefits from this fermented noni. You really want it to do what it's supposed to do. So Ted, this is my recommendation, and I hear the the practitioners we kind of concur on this. So depending on the severity of the condition, it's 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. That's the hemohim. If there's a case of extreme, uh, well, I don't want to use that C word, but in those situations where the condition is extreme, then it's 6 per day, two, two, two. And there are those who take even more to bring that body back into homeostasis. So the noni, uh, you want to give a gap of 45 minutes or an hour, and then you take your noni. Hope that helped. Hope that helped, Ted.
It did. I just wanted to clarify, you usually put your Hemohim in some water
Yes,
as
yes.
opposed to drinking it right out of the sachet. I was wondering
Well,
why, what's the advantage of that?
okay, I did mention warm water. So there's something to be said about waking up those enzymes. They've been sleeping all night. You're breaking the fast. I do take the Hemohim straight, but if I have warm water available, I just empty the packet or two in a cup of warm water and I drink that. That becomes my breaking my fast beverage. That becomes my first cup of tea for the day. The warm water, uh, my Hemohim in the cup of warm water, and that's how I start out. If I am like at home, but if I'm out and about, it's 5 o'clock. I'm already rolling. On my while driving, I'll just do it that way. But if I have the comfort of the warm water, I'm all laid back. I'm at home. Yeah, that's that's how I do it, and I highly recommend that we drink our water first thing in the morning, warm water, preferably with our Hemohim. We're also quiet this morning. What's going on?
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay,
Is
Ted,
there
you're
a
welcome.
particular advantage of putting it in the warm water, or is it just a matter of what's comfortable and what feels good going down?
So it's waking up the enzymes. It's getting your body. Uh, it's waking up your system. It's waking up bioabsorption, getting the Hemohim into your body, and that's it.
Thanks, CJ. I'll be turning to you for greater wisdom in the future.
You. Okay, Ted. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. So, anyone else this morning? This is Freestyle Monday, and
Well, good morning, everybody.
Valerie,
Happy Monday.
happy Monday.
I am going to talk about my 87-year-old, CJ. I think I mentioned to all of you guys before, the 87-year-old who has started taking Hemohim continue to improve. She's improving in such a amazing, profound manner that she has a twin. The twin, unfortunately, has dementia, and she is good. The other one, her name is Rose. Rose is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that she became suddenly ill. I believe it was in April. So we started her off with Hemohim, probiotics, and of course our favorite vitamin C. Unfortunately, we did not get the Manuka honey and all the other things. But anyway, to cut a long story short, she started with that. She had to see a gynecologist. Apparently, she saw the gynecologist eventually where are we now? This is Monday. She saw her gynecologist. I'm sorry, not gynecologist. I'm sorry, cardiologist, because they said that she had a heart issue. Cardiologist. So she saw the cardiologist on Wednesday, the first time at the Cleveland Clinic. Long story, because she was dealing with another one somewhere here at the Memorial Hospital. Her primary care is at Memorial, so they changed her over to the Cleveland. Anyway, this cardiologist examined her and said, wow, why are you on all these medications? I don't see why you are on all these medications. And he got her off 3 different medications that she was on. So Astrid and I, which is the niece who is also an Eremi client, my Eremi client, hopefully she'll become a customer, a distributor one of these days, said, Valerie, it really is a hemohim that has helped my aunt. The 87-year-old continued to improve in such a way because before she was weak. She was weak. Yeah, she was weak. She did not want to eat. She did not do anything that she used to do. So she called me in tears saying, can you believe that my aunt called my mom? Because now she's the one, who's okay mentally. She called the mother and how are you? And started talking to her mom who has the dementia. So of course the family is, they are just extremely excited that she's coming back to herself, to where she's now calling her twin sister on a daily basis the way she used to. And she hasn't called her in almost 3 weeks. So to me, that is amazing. I pray and thank God in advance that I can reach more and more 80-year-olds, 85-year-olds, 87-year-olds, 90-year-olds who are going through a sudden, especially if it's a sudden health challenge that they're experiencing. And we're just going to put them on hemohim. So, yes.
Wow. Ooh.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing, Valerie. Malika.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We thank God. And I had a birthday, so you guys know I don't hide my age. I had a birthday on Friday, and I am 74 years old. And I just give God the praise. I give him the glory, and I give him I give him all the honor, because it is all because of his amazing, amazing grace. Now we have to do our part. I have been, like CJ said, a wealth crusader, health crusader, but I was doing it for myself. I've always been very cautious about what I put into this body, from food, vitamins, and then of course now I learn a new word, a new expression: detoxing your home. Now I did use, as a matter of fact, it's because of these products that I started looking into what am I using when it comes to cleaning my home. Because when I was in my 50s, I used a furniture polish that I always use, and all of a sudden I'm using this furniture polish called Endust. I'll never forget the name of this furniture polish, and it just started making me feel sick, and I was like, what's going on? So anyway, since then I said, okay, I need to change what I'm using in my home. So I started using products of Melaleuca that I also planned base, but I got off Melaleuca and joined Eremi, and I'm telling you, there is nothing like the Eremi product. So you have to detox your home, because it really doesn't help to detox the body with all these vitamins, and you are still inhaling these toxic products that we are cleaning with, that we are bathing with, that we are washing our hair with, that we are, I can go on and on and on about that. So let's detox our home. Let's continue to take the products to detox our body, to live healthy. And once you have done all you need to do, then God will just take care of the rest. Thank you for allowing me to share. Blessings.
Blessings and happy birthday. Let me try it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Malika. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, CJ.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, indeed.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Just remember, we're not as young as we used to be, but we're still young.
Yeah, 74 years young.
Yeah.
That's right.
Amen.
Amen.
We're young, just not
Amen.
as young as we used to be. That's all.
That's it. The most important thing is to feel good,
Right.
healthy. Now I mean things happen, I look myself in the mirror, I'm like, okay, you're getting
Mm.
up there.
Hmm.
But the energy, the way I feel
Yeah.
healthy, I thank God. So that's the most important thing. So we have to keep healthy. That's it.
You sound
And I
very
Amen.
strong, very
I think,
strong, very strong.
thank you, Dr.
Hmm.
Antoinette. I think we're in the right place here because we really are getting the education. What I like about Edamina, if I may say this, unlike the previous companies that I use, is just the education. The education is so amazing with Atomy. So if you are new here, I see them
Yes.
as my daughters. If you are new here, we love Atomy. Please continue to come to this amazing Momentum Morning call, and you will get educated. You'll be uplifted. You'll be encouraged. You'll be motivated, and you will take care of yourself in terms of your health. Thank you.
Malika, you're awesome. And we appreciate you so much. I don't want to be the one to be talking this morning, but I want to double back to Mr. Ted on the call, and I want to go back to Madam CJ Walker, for a quick minute this morning. So, Ted, you shared on the Sunday night call last night, and you burnt yourself, you used the dishwashing liquid, and you got relief. Here's what I want to say to all of us on the Momentum Morning show, in the Momentum Morning space, the Atomy business. It's time for us to really dig deep into knowing about our products. The company is all about the GSGS strategy. What is that? Global sourcing, global sales. So, Valerie, just like Melaleuca, but way miles and miles ahead of Melaleuca, Atomy really goes all out into bringing to the marketplace the best of the best. And this is absolutely for real. So when the company says absolute products, absolute price, believe me, it's ingrained in these folks from South Korea to be all about excellence. They are so driven for excellence and for high standard that if they fail to produce, if they fail to live up to expectations, if they fail to deliver quality, there are those who will jump. And when I say jump, I don't mean jump in a good way. Yeah. For those who are not aware, for those who do not know, the country with the highest suicide rate in the whole world is Korea. Yeah. They go all out. So when it comes to beauty care, skin care, home care, they're all about excellence. They take it to an extreme. And we have that culture operating in the company called Atomy. Understand, please, ladies and gentlemen, Atomians, that in 16 years, Atomy is now positioned in number 7th in the vast ocean of network marketing companies. It is now occupying position number 7. That's that's a big deal. And this company is saying you can join with zero out of pocket, zero ownership, zero monthly, zero annual fees, and you can grow an organization with zero out of pocket. Seriously, but you need to be strategic. Yeah, and I want that to sink in because you are aligned with a company that is all about generational ethos. It means that you'll get paid, your kid will inherit what you build, and the kids of your kids can come to inherit. this legacy building organization. The gentleman who is at the helm of this company is a Christian pastor, and he's all about a wellness crusade. I want to also mention that as he was getting ready to transition from this life into another life, he was getting ready to die of liver disease. Yeah, someone blessed him with hemorrhage, and he came back from the brink, and he's made it his commitment. He has made it his determination to bring the message of wellness and hemorrhage and atomy to the marketplace. What's your purpose? Okay, so let me just decrease for a minute and let's have some conversation. Oh, back to Ted again. And why might the dish liquid soap, why could it have helped? I'll tell you why. Uh, if there are any Filipinos in the room, please help me out here. But the Filipinos, they are really strong on their belief in calamansi. Calamansi is that small fruit. It's the fusion of your lime on your lemon, and it's jam packed with vitamin C. Yeah, 300 times more vitamin C in the calamansi, 30 times. So I'm suspecting, Ted, that while you were putting this thing on your hand, you were actually nourishing the skin. And the truth is, whatever you put on your skin, it goes in. I'm so wary of those of us who are into the cosmetics and the balms and the deodorants and all these things that we put on our skin. I swear that some of the diseases that is plaguing the world, it's due to the kind of and the environment, the physical environment, the thing, the soaps, the detergent, the shampoos. We haven't even got to the pots as yet. All those pots with the non-stick coating, you know, and the microwave. We don't even get to that yet. We're just talking about what we're using on our skin, including all these perfumes. Yeah, I took a trip to the mall over the weekend, and there was this uh, little kiosk where they actually wholesale fragrances. And I guess it must be the hemohim in me and the fermented noni in me just walking through my system. All of a sudden, I just could not endure the fragrances. It was just like for the first time I was exposed to just a barrage of fragrances, and it literally made me sick. Yeah, it was in the air, and I'm now realizing that the way our food will taste and the way things will smell around us has a lot to do with what we are, how well our body is. Yeah, it's too salty. Yeah, it could be because our system is waking up to the sodium in the food, or it is too sweet, and then all of a sudden your taste buds, everything changes. And I really want to encourage that we get into our detoxing rhythm. Thanks for using that word this morning, Valerie, Malika. I'm talking too much, but this is what we do. You can't pour new wine into old wineskins. I'm one who preaches the gospel of detoxing the home, the car, everything. Uh, get the air clean. Get out of the office. Get out of the home and breathe deeply, fresh air, and walk and take off your shoes. Yeah, yeah. Walk on the soil. Just be about nature. Just be in love with naturality. Anyway, CJ talking too much. So again, let me decrease and allow you all to increase. 25 minutes to the hour. So over to you. Let's go. And if nobody goes, I'm going to bring my HemoHim, my little video that I must play in case there's anyone who is new on the call and has never heard about HemoHim. Anyone else?
I just agree with you, CJ, when it comes to being sensitive to what's not allowed in the body. When I'm in a supermarket, whether it's Publix or any of them that still carry all these toxic cleaning products, you just get that smell. You don't even have to be in the aisle, but when you pass there, you get that sick that smell. It's like your body is saying, "Get away from here." Yeah,
right.
Absolutely. So that sort of kind of shows that the body is no longer pleased in inhaling or smelling these type of things, and it just let you know that no, you are in the danger territory. So get away from here.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was wondering why is it that these expensive perfumes and it's just like it must be the HemoHim. It must be what I am putting in my body that is purging even my sense of smell. Anyway, I did promise that I'll stop. Thank you, Valerie. So let's be aware, ever so aware of the things we are doing to our bodies. It's not good. HemoHim. A short one.
This has to be the most powerful smartwatch the world has ever seen. Just pop it on your wrist and in 3 seconds, it accurately tracks 24 vital health stats, blood sugar trends, blood pressure.
This HemoHim product is pretty incredible, really quick. I just want you to understand, the newcomers, that this HemoHim was not produced, again, for the general mass, which is us. It was originated in a laboratory that's funded by the Republic of South Korea's government, so the taxpayers of South Korea, actually, we need to thank them. They are funding this company just like us. We pay taxes in the U.S. Our tax dollars go to the federal government, Pentagon, NASA, so on and so forth. So this product, what is it? For those of you that are wondering, please don't just take it because somebody told you to take it. You need to figure out and do your own due diligence and research to see why this product is working for you. First thing, this product is not just for sick people. It is not a medicine. It will not fix your ailment. But what it will do is it will enhance your lifestyle. The reason why is when you ingest this, it will kickstart your natural killer cells. That means it's your first line of your immunity defense system. As we are aging, I look around the room, and majority of us are in the baby boomer era, 1946 to 1964. On top of that, we're living longer because we're eating better, we're drinking better. So the longer you live, the more we have to fight aging, in essence. This HemoHim will protect your first line of defense. If your first line of defense in your immune system is damaged, you will be guaranteed to get sick. You will not be able to fight off any deadly pathogens that may come your way. So please take this seriously. Don't just take one and think something's going to happen, because we have something called body mass, right? So minimum, like my size, I take about 4 a day. Right? I love it because it makes me feel good. It gives me energy. It will balance out my red and white blood cells, and this oxygenates your blood. Something that is very, very important, because we can live out without certain organs, but if I strip all the blood and oxygen out of your human body, you will become a corpse, period. So this is a very, very serious product. Please try it. If you don't like it, it's okay. You will get used to it. Give any of our products at least 30 days before you say no.
Okay. She says 30 days. I say 4 months. I say 120 days for the blood to in the body to renew itself, reoxygenate. I say do not pour new wine into old wineskin. So those of us who need to do uh, a season of detoxing, yeah, it helps. I won't use the word preventative. I want to suggest that we don't want to wait until we are noticing something happening uh, in the body, you know, skin condition, the liver condition, kidney condition, memory condition, gut issues. No, I suggest that proactively we get our minoxidil on and do our liver cleanse, our kidney cleanse, our blood cleanse. Of course, that's your hemohim, your fermented noni. Hey, don't leave that out. Okay, our spirulina. Get your protein going. Let's take care of our body, our skincare, beauty care, uh, the shampoos that we're using. Let's go plant based. Let's go organic. And remember, it's global sourcing, global sales. Okay, I want to come back to uh, Malika. And when it comes to our memory, of course, you know we have the smart memory up in the US Mall, but the Ginkgo Nato. Pity that we don't have it in the US Mall, but that's a sure shot. And we all of us need to be taking care of our brain health. Um, Under pressure, under stress, you know, why did I come in this room? Where did I leave my keys? This forgetfulness, it crawls, and next thing you know is it becomes severe. So let's take care of business. Okay. I see Mr. Mitchell this morning. Uh, Morning, my Sharon Rose Master, Mr. Mitch Darrenville. And for those leaders on the call this morning, we want to recognize you and thank you for swinging by. And if you have something to share, we welcome your sharing. We welcome your support. Okay.
All
Remember,
right.
it's go ahead, my brother. Go right ahead.
All right. Just want to say, it's been a while. I want to
Yes,
say hello to everyone, and it's always a blessing, to be in this call. Morning
absolutely.
momentum, it's really I always share it, and I believe, if you want to do this business and be consistent, because you need to keep momentum. With momentum, you'll be successful. You know, and
Yes,
um, and I tell everyone, this business is not someone that you do temporarily. It's a lifestyle. We first have to change um, our daily necessity products. We have to change ourselves. Then we'll be able to help other people to make the same changes. And CJ's, I want to applaud you for your, consistency and for that momentum morning with the whole team. And momentum is the key.
yes,
You'll see me more
yes.
often, and I'm really gonna keep pushing it. Right now, I was with a customer, and I hear you call my name. I said, you know what? I have to say something.
Yes,
I have to
bro,
say something. Well,
for
thank you for
real.
everything.
Yes, sir. We
All
appreciate
right,
you. Yes, sir.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Mitch. Listen, I've been noticing, Mitch, and if you're busy, I understand. But Atom is changing, and there are folks who don't see it. There are folks
Oh
who don't
yeah.
recognize it. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's again after all these few years. Amway has been around for 60 years. Others have been around longer, and just 16 years. And we're
Yes.
in, yeah, it's,
Yes.
don't you
16
understand what's happening?
imperial. 16 imperial master.
Oh my God. So just in case you're not understanding what's happening here, you got a you got a futuristic company. You have a great company. You just don't quite understand it. The products are absolute. So don't go leaving your gold mountain. Stay on your gold mountain. The diamonds are right there under your feet. Sooner or later, your pearl and your diamond partners are going to show up. They will show up. Just remain persistent, consistent. Remember Madam C.J. Walker? Yeah, the betrayals, the setbacks. She is. I would celebrate her as the first cosmeto millionaire ever. She was doing her beauty parties. So sooner or later, we're gonna have to get into that groove. Here's something else that struck me about this lady. You know, she died after building her fabulous mansion right beside the Rockefellers. But guess what? There was no Atomia around at the time, and the minute, so she was busy making money, but she was not taking care of her health, and she did not know about milk thistle. And I say to myself, no point in working hard and slaving away. You're not taking care of your health. Your health is your wealth. Your wealth is your health. So I really, really am urging. This my takeaway from the Madam C.J. Walker story. We're gonna play it again on Thursday. It's not very long, about 14 minutes. Yeah, because there's so many nuggets to be extracted from that 14-minute video, 14-minute long video. Okay, so she died of kidney failure. But what if she was very proactive about her health? What if she had good supplements to have been taking? Things would have been different. Okay, so again, to wrap it up, for me, that is, it's no point working, pushing, and we are not being about our health. And what's the point of being old, being in your 80s and your 90s, and you can't enjoy it? You have to be depending on people to take you around to to be spoon feeding you. What's the point? So let's take care of business now, so that as we age and people are living longer. Yeah, the average age of the woman, it continues to climb. It used to be 73, 74. Now it's 78, going over into the 80s. Men, you got to do something, because the women still live longer than the men. So let's take care of business, our lifestyle. Let's make some changes. So, all right. So let's take care of our health, so that down the road we don't have to struggle. We can have, uh, we can enjoy our lives. That's all for me. Anyone else? Take it away. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Mitch. Freestyle Mondays. Freestyle Mondays.
Well, I'll just take this opportunity, if I may, since that nobody's coming out, to thank Odie, who was very gently, with a lot of confidence in Adamy, pursued me. You know, she was like, "Oh, this Adamy," and she'd give me little samples like the prebiotics and the coffee and the vitamin C. And unfortunately, I wasn't shopping her amazing garments at the African boutique all the time. So, but every time I go there for an outfit, she talks about Adamy. And I'm thinking, leave me alone. I'm happy with Melaleuca.
Yes.
Yes. And eventually, then we came to she gave me the patch. And I think you guys know the story about the patch. So anyway, I just want to acknowledge and I give her credit for not being aggressive. Because sometimes when you're so aggressive, sharing with people, you turn them off. I mean, personally, I get turned off when people are pursuing me aggressively, because I don't pursue anybody aggressively. And so I like her style, and I'm using her style. I share the Adamy products. I don't sell it. I just share. But I want to acknowledge her. I want to thank her for being who she is, just slowly but surely saying, come on, come on, come on. And then Valderine. These two work together they were a team in my life. I was so blessed because they really put a number on me. So I just want to thank them publicly.
Yes.
They Odie is the one that, sort of kind of give you that little push very, very gently. And then
Mm.
Val is the administrator. Val is Valderine. Let me say Valderine so that we know who we're talking about. So they just
Yeah.
got me going. And I remember coming back from South Africa, experiencing the patch. And
Yes.
I'm hearing one of them called me. I think it was Valderine. Girl, you need to check your back office. You have checks waiting there for you. I'm like, what
Wow.
checks are you talking about? Yeah. So that's what they did. And I just want to thank them. So of
Yes.
course the patch is really what sold me to Atomy. The patch is what sold me to Atomy because I used it for myself. And I was like, wow, this is something else. And you know what, CJ? You mentioned the 4 months or more with some of the products. What I've
Yes.
experienced for me, the patch worked like within a couple of hours. I was feeling the discomfort or the pain just leaving my thigh. But I've
Yes.
also noticed, because of course all of our bodies are different, I've also noticed though, and if somebody can maybe agree or disagree there, but I don't know, I think everybody's body is different, of course. Those of us who do not, like myself, I don't have any health issues, thank God. Of course, I'm using the products for preventative measures. However, I've noticed that people that are really sick, like this young lady that
Yeah.
had the lupus, and this lady that had the 87-year-old, when they start the HemoHim, it's like it has something to do, and they feel the difference in terms of feeling better or quicker than I expected. Does
Mhm.
that make sense?
Of course it does.
Yeah, quicker than, I mean, the lady, the 87-year-old, I was just amazed when she started getting her energy. And the young lady who was only 34 years old with lupus, within 3 weeks, she was already feeling better. Yeah, so that's has been my experience with with people that I'm. Then I had a lady, CJ, who was using the Tumacin, uh, and she had a situation with her knees, and she was using the
Yes.
Tumacin, and she also within maybe a month, she go, "What
Right.
is this?" And
Right.
she
Right.
continued to use
Right.
that
Right.
Tumacin.
Right.
So I think when your body is going through something, HemoHim really get the, it does what it's supposed to do almost instantly. Um, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. But again, thank you, Odie. Thank you, Valderine, for your encouragement, your getting me into Atomy because I'm going nowhere. And then, of course, um, I became so into Atomy that I started listening. I
Yeah.
was on these calls, every call, I didn't miss a call. And I was hearing these testimonies. And I was like, God, I don't want to do this. I'm not into products. I'm a financial person. I'm insurance, stock market. I'm like, I'm not doing this. And it was like, no, you're going to do this because you need to
Yes.
tell people about HemoHim. They need to touch it. They need to see it. So for me, this is a journey. This is a ministry. And I'm going nowhere.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I
Valerie, and happy belated
yes.
birthday. We'll get together on that birthday, okay?
Who's that? Oh, thank you, my sister. Yes. That's the administrator.
Okay.
Oh, that is the administrator. Don't play with her. This girl knows that back
Yes.
office, and she does what I cannot do. I cannot be bothered with administration. I market. But she is the administrator. Do not take it lightly. She knows that back office, okay? So yeah, she and Nick, yeah, but she got me
Okay.
going. Yeah, she taught me. Valderine walked me through that back office and patiently. And I'm like, Val, you know what? This is your thing. It's not my thing. She goes, you're going to get it, girl. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, you did. You're great. You're great. Trust me. You're great.
Oh, thank you, my sister. Thank you.
Well,
Well,
Malika, go ahead. Go right ahead. Going to say something?
CJ, is Odie?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yes. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Val. I tell you, my team are the greatest. We are a
Mm.
team. Like they say, I'm
Yes.
good at recruiting. I know how to approach and talk to people, you know?
Yes.
But the marketing part is Val and Valerie. And I'm
Okay.
tell you, Valerie was not easy. Val was easy. But Valerie, she said, no, Odie, I'm not into that. I'm not into that. I'm into my Melaleuca. I think it was Melaleuca, whatever. And I kept saying, no. I said, no, you have to do this. You have to try this. So you see, guys, it was the pain patch that caught her. Nothing that I said. It was because she used the pain patch, and the pain patch stopped
Get
her. So
Wow.
that's what caught her. So it's not sometimes what you're saying to the person, it's the samples that you give the person. Like I was sharing with you on Friday, that this guy came into my, no, I think it was on Thursday. He came into my shop on Thursday, and I saw him limping. And I asked him, I said, why are you limping? Because he was a young guy. He's a young guy. And he says that I had a stroke. I said, oh my goodness. I said, it's your cholesterol. I said, you got to do something about it. I said, what are you doing? And then he said, the doctor say A, B, C. You know, I said, no, you have to take care of you. He have diagnosed what's going on in your body. You have to take care of you now. So he said to me, what you think? I said, I have a product here that would take care of it for you. If you, he said, I will try it. Right away. He just said, I will try it. And guess what? That was Wednesday. Because then on Friday morning, I was going to work and he called me. He said, are you at the shop? No, he said, are you coming in? He was already there. He said, are you coming in? I said, yes, I'm coming. I'm on my way. He said, how far are you? I said, I'm on Oakland Park. He came back in and he bought the 10 boxes for someone. I don't know who. He said, I will get back with you. I say, no problem.
Yeah.
He said, but guess what? I said, what? He said, I took it in the morning, yesterday morning. He said, but I didn't eat. I didn't want to eat all day. I said, yes, it will delay your appetite. I said, it does that. I said, but if you want to, you can eat, then take it. He said, no, I like that. I said, well, okay. I said, but you're a small man. You don't need to lose too much more weight. He said, oh, no, I won't. I said, okay. So he took the other boxes and we supposed to meet up tomorrow to see what is going on with those 10 boxes that he took.
Wow.
So guys, it's not always what you are saying. It's what you're giving out. And I know it's not easy because everything has increased. Everything has increased. So to buy the products and then just give them away, it's kind of hard. But if you can, just one. Just one.
Yes.
Let them say, try this. And Valerie know me. I do not give my products away. I don't give them products away because I have to replace them. So I sell them, but I will give that first product away. Okay. And believe me, once they try it, even the probiotic, I push that probiotic for the gut.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, I don't play when it comes to that probiotic because I know so many that gut is not clean.
Yes.
And what I tell my customers, I say 9 times out of 10, if you keep your colon and that gut clean, you are not going to experience too many problems, too much illness. I say keep the junk out of your body. I said, don't eat the junk. I said, make sure you try to eat good food, healthy food. And it may be a little bit more, but it doesn't matter. Because if you want to feel good, you got to eat good. But if you put junk in, it's junk out. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
That's all I have to say, guys. Don't give up. Believe me, we got 100,000 customers out there waiting for us. And the only thing we got to do is go out there and work, marketing. How do you market? With your mouth.
Open your mouth.
You will not have a market without opening your mouth. And don't be, because there's one thing about it. If it's no, it's no. And you just walk away. Have a good day. Nice meeting you. That's all.
Open up your mouth.
I have promised
Yes.
myself I'm going to have my 5,000 customers in that Hemohim and my toothpaste. And now I said I have to put the probiotic on the list also. I'm going to do that for myself.
Yes.
There's so many people out there sick. You won't believe, guys, how many people are sick with something because it's junk in, junk out. You know? So I'm going to let someone else talk. Thank you, CJ. Thank you, my dear sister, Valerie.
You're welcome. CJ, I see Miss Doris. Ma Doris sent
Yes. Ma
raised.
Doris. Yes. Go ahead.
Oh
Ma
my
Doris.
God, my Doris is fortune.
Okay.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. You know,
Greetings.
the Mad Doris is what my Ghana people know. And we have a women Zoom meeting prayer group. So I put that. Oh, thank you for everything. Actually, we are grateful to God for health, for life, and for everything.
Yes.
Without sharing this, our products, then we are being selfish. That's number one. And those people I introduced when I went to New Jersey, up to date, they are calling to thank God that it is God who brought you to us. It's God who sent you to tell us about this Hemohim and the products of Aaron. And every time they are saying it, supposing I didn't introduce them to it, how would they glorify God through this product? And our CEO, please, let's share. Love is sharing and caring. Let's care for our neighbors. Most people don't know about this. Let us share. Let us tell them. Let us encourage them. You know, this country, I'm so ashamed. Every home, everybody is on drugs. And it's not helping. They have been brainwashed. It's not helping them. So let's help them. Those who will understand. It's just like the gospel of Christ. When you believe, you'll be saved. Those who don't believe, that is there. So let us share. Without sharing it, people will not hear. I have a program of my Ghana community, which is a picnic time, and we are allowed to register and bring products for sales and so on. I want those in Alanda to get in touch with me so that we can collaborate and get some products and get our business to showcase at the picnic day. Thank you.
Thank you, Fortune. What does Ma mean? Is it mommy?
Hello? Okay, sorry. Thank you so much. Enjoy.
Fortune, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is Ma the short for mommy? I'm curious. Ma Doris.
Oh, yeah, mama. Yeah, mama.
Oh, Mama. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm one of my women elders, so they call me Ma Doris.
Okay.
Ghana
All right.
name, the US is Fortune.
Okay.
Ma is mama, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You.
Okay. We've come right down on the hour. I want to just close out with a little video that I played a week ago, just to encourage us, just to kind of get us in that right state of mind and to be intentional about what it is that we have here in Atomy. Atomy is changing.
Excuse me, CJ, before you
Yes,
show,
Anthony.
I just wanted to remind people about June 10th. Can you do that or do
Yes.
you want me to do it?
Oh, go right ahead. Yes.
On June 10th, we are having a full day seminar, basically 3 separate seminars in one day at the Doubletree in Fort Myers. So it's an opportunity for people in Southwest Florida to, or it could be Southeast Florida too. I mean, if you're within 2-3 hours distance, or you have people that you want to come into a live event to learn about Atomy, the business, maybe get some facials, try products, etc. We're doing that 3 separate sessions on June 10th, which is a Wednesday. It's before Father's Day, so we'll try to promote some sales of the men's
Yes.
products as well. I think it will be an exciting event and
It
a great
is.
and unique opportunity. We'll be
Mhm.
doing demonstration facials as well.
Mm.
So I think it'll be an exciting time and a time for you to use to come yourself if you can and bring people with you. And
Definitely.
I think it would be a great recruiting tool. And also, you know, we can learn some more and experience some more products, etc.
Okay.
And more importantly, Dr. Lloyd, to meet you.
Well, I look forward to meeting you all too. So that would be great as well. That would be
It
great
would be
as well.
great to meet you in person.
Are
Oh
you
my goodness.
coming? Are
We're
you
so
coming?
blessed to have you. Call me, please call me. Call
Okay.
me. Let
All
me
right.
ask you a few questions. I'm considering. Considering. I am going to talk
Just
to
say
my
yes, Valerie.
Just do
Just say
it.
yes.
Just do it,
No,
Valerie.
I
But
need,
yes,
I
I'll
need,
call you.
listen to CJ. I'm trying to get partners to come to.
Oh, good.
It's
Good.
okay.
But call
Very
me
good.
Dr. Lloyd, please.
Okay.
Thank
Sure,
you.
sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. You know, parting is such sweet sorrow, they say. Yes, so I am encouraging all of us to invite, you know, come out of hiding. We don't need any more secret service agents around here. A closed mouth will never be fed. If Odie had not spoken to Valerie, it wouldn't have happened. And I too, Valerie, want to express a big thank you to Valderine, to Odie, in fact, to all of us who keep stepping up, you know, coming out of hiding. We had an event the other day at the Omega Radio in Coral Springs. And yes, Valderine showed up with her, I think it was her cousin. Valerie, you were there. And Bob Eugene was there. This is great. And we really want to keep that spirit going. Cherish the spirit. Yeah. Create the vision. Follow the faith. Serve in humility. So before we go, let me just, it's about a 5-minute clip for those of us who struggle with persistence and determination. As long as you get it done, just do it. So let me do this. You know, 10 minutes by 1:15, we'll be done. It doesn't matter how you get to the goal. Persistence.
Take a good look at him. At first glance, he looks like an ordinary man facing a ridiculous challenge. Some are already preparing to laugh, waiting for the exact moment when gravity gets the better of him. But what they don't see and what you're about to discover is that what's being measured here isn't agility. What's being measured is hunger to achieve. Sometimes we obsess over aesthetics. We want success to look clean, elegant, perfect. We're terrified that the process will be ugly or that others will point out our shortcomings, but watch his steps. They're not those of an Olympic athlete. They're those of someone who's decided that water is not an option. Every wobble, every awkward movement is a rallying cry against ridicule. Listen to the background noise. There are people who are just there to watch you fall. They laugh at the way you run, your technique, your appearance. In life, those people are the critics who stop you before you start. But he has a secret. He's disconnected his ears from the outside world. To him, there are only 2 points. He stands and the finish line. The rest is white noise. Watch him hold on. It doesn't matter if he ends up on the ground or if he has to crawl. Elegance is a luxury only afforded to those who have nothing to gain. When the goal is real, when the target burns in your chest, you stop worrying about how you look. True success is messy, it's tiring, and sometimes it looks desperate, but it's still success. He's almost there. The fatigue weighs, the blows hurt, but the vision is clearer than ever. Those who laughed at the beginning are now silent. Because there's nothing more intimidating than a person who doesn't mind making a fool of themselves in order to win. In the end, no one will remember if you did it gracefully or if you stumbled until you were exhausted. The world only records one thing, that you achieved it. Don't let the fear of criticism stop you. Do it badly, do it ugly, do it weird, but see it through to the end. Because the finish line doesn't reward aesthetics, it rewards persistence. Take a good look at him. At first glance, he looks like an ordinary
Family, 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 family. Whatever you have to do to get it done, get it done. You may appear clumsy, awkward. I don't care. Let's get it done. Just do it. And that's all for me on this momentum morning. Aja, Aja, Aja.
Aja. Thank you, CJ. Aja.
Aja,
Aja.
Aja, Aja, thank you.
Thank you. Let's do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. And we should all say together, let's just unmute and all of us say, just do it.
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 Put up the
Just do
fight.
it.
Yes,
Put up the
just do it.
fight.
Just do it.
Yeah.
No excuses.
Mm-mm.